Have you done your top 5?
I have a top 5, yeah. Christmas films.
No.
What?
No.
I thought it was festive films.
No.
What are they then?
Oh, Jesus, Darren.
What is it then?
Top 5 Christmas presents that you got.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Okie dokie. Yeah, I've got those anyway in my head. It's fine. It is absolutely fine.
It's not like I message people and tell them exactly what we're doing. It is Christmas week. Well, it's the pre-Christmas week. Christmas Eve is very soon. Christmas Day is even sooner. We are happy. Hello, Darren.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. We're not recording this after recording 3 shows and we're all a little bit tired. No, we're all happy. Hello, Damien.
Have you ever put a little bit of tinsel on your balls?
Baubles.
Baubles?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I've had tinsel there dangling down as if it was, I got a tinsel willy, right? And it gives you a rash, doesn't it, just underneath your belly?
It does, actually, yeah.
Is that the reason you gave when you went to the sexual health clinic? Yeah, I put tinsel down there, that's why I've got the rash. Is that what happened?
It gives you a little red spotty rash.
Why? This is a pre-Christmas show. It's not one we can do when we're talking about rashes on places. That's in the new year when everyone's at a party. So, coming up on today's show, we are going to be doing our top 5 Christmas presents from each of us. Each of us are going to pick a top 5. It could well get a little heated when some of our decisions are released, shall I say. So, let's move on. We are going to do the top 5 Christmas presents from each of us on 3 Men and a Microphone from These 3 Media. Are we ready to have the top 5 music?
Yeah, let's do this.
So that was a clean edit, wasn't it?
Damien, don't please. Can we just crack on?
I know, yeah. But that was a nice clean edit moment. Because the music ended quite quickly there, quite abrupt.
Yeah, that's his clean edit, though.
Yeah, it probably wasn't as smooth. I'd probably say...
Through this episode, if you want to cut him off, just do that little stab. Try it again. Damien, tell us something.
He's not going to do it now. No. Are we ready? Damien, yes?
Yes, we're ready.
On your podcast feed, on your radio, and on your smart speaker. This is 3 Men and a Microphone from These 3 Media.
Right, Damien, do you want to go first?
No.
Have you still got to write yours?
Yeah.
Here we go then.
It's time for another top 5 on 3 Men and a Microphone.
I haven't played that music for ages and that doesn't sound like our normal jingle guy. Anyway, welcome. This is the pre-Christmas special top 5 of our Christmas presents. And it's been decided that I will go first. So, this is how it works. We give you a top 5. Basically, that's it. We just give you our top 5 presents. There is no voting or anything like that. We try and just explain why we have picked them. So, are we both ready?
We are. This is exciting. Do you know what? Again, it's Christmas week. Let's all be honest. We all know that excited feeling that we used to have on Christmas Eve, going to bed. You wanted to go. That's the only night of the year you wanted to go to bed early. Yeah, this is just cool because it'll take us back as well, take us on a journey. Mine and yours will be really cute. Ian's Stephen Hawkins.
Yeah, it will be. Oh, I got a science kit, dear. Oh, isn't it lovely? Oh, look, I've got a little wooden horse. Anyway, right, let's do this then. So, my number 5 on my top 5 list is And I remember getting this on Christmas Day. I always wanted one. I always wanted this present. And it's like, I've been asking, you used to get the Argos catalogue and you used to sit there and you used to go, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that. So my number 5 is a BMX bike that I got when I was about 9 or 10 years old.
Let me just throw that out there a second, though. Hold on a minute. At 9 or 10, why were you looking in the catalogue?
You used to get the Argos catalogue and you used to go through.
Then you used to tell you.
Yeah, you used to go through and say, I'd really like that. And then.
Yeah, from Father Christmas.
Well, no, at 9 or 10, mate. I don't think I was believing in Father Christmas at 9 or 10. No? Am I the only one?
Honestly, I've never met anybody.
Santa is real. Stop.
He's just miserable, isn't he? Is there a cloud over your life?
Yes, it's called Damien and Darren. To be honest. Anyway, my number 5 is my BMX bike. I remember waking up, not really knowing I was going to get it. And then, so I just waved you away then, Darren.
I'll wave that way as well. I'm too there.
Just for the benefit of people that listen to this on audio, Ian actually wafted. So we normally do a sign when one of us wants to speak. Ian wafted Darren like a mosquito, like literally wafted him like you're insignificant to me. I am speaking because this is my castle. Look at you, dirty little fly that's been around poo-poo.
I'm trying to get on with the top 5 is what I'm trying to do.
Ask you, what colour was your BMX?
It was a blue BMX.
Really? Because I had a red and silver one and I loved it.
Yeah, no, I had a blue BMX and I remember waking up on Christmas morning and literally about, I don't know, probably about 6:30. So me and my brother used to wake up really early and then we used to go into my mum and dad's room and go, and just, okay, it's Christmas, can we wake up? Come on, can we go down and open the presents? And my dad always used to go down and make a cup of coffee or a cup of tea and then bring that back upstairs. And we had to wait for my mum and dad to drink their cup of tea before we could go downstairs and open the presents. And it's you can't just drink a cup of tea as soon as it's come out of the kettle. You have to wait for it to cool down. It was the longest time in the world. Anyway, we used to walk downstairs, open the thing, and there was this bike wrapped up a little bit. Not fully wrapped up, but a little bit wrapped up. I was outside probably by about 7:15 on Christmas morning on my BMX bike. And it's like, I was so happy.
They're hard to wrap as well. I remember how
it wasn't fully wrapped.
And they wrapped all of it. So, but you know what it is. So you can't disguise a bike, can you really? So when it open, bless them.
I think the saddle was probably wrapped. I don't think they bothered with anything else. They had a little bow on top.
Mine's similar, but I'll come to that in a bit. Yeah, I like that choice. And quite different. I wouldn't expect you, because obviously you had braces and you had flicked hair and you got up and had your porridge in the morning, bit of salmon.
My number 4,
the bike thing. Getting back to the bike thing, right? All the cool kids had a BMX, like me, Damo. I'd have thought you would have had that one we mentioned before. The one, the wolf on the...
No, I had a BMX.
Oh, okay. That surprises me.
Right. It does surprise me.
And I'll prove my coolness later on in this little feature, if we ever get to it. At number 4 was the Sega Mega Drive, or Sega Mega Drive, depending on how you want to do it, when I got that on Christmas morning. Because
that's very cute.
I didn't expect to get a Sega Mega Drive on Christmas morning, and I did get a Sega Mega Drive on Christmas. No games, couldn't play anything on it. No, I did get one game. I think it was probably Sonic, original Sonic, something like that. So that was my number 4. I got the Sonic and Sega Mega Drive. Sega? Which way do we call it?
Sega. Let's go Sega.
Sega.
Yeah, scone.
Sega. Darren?
Did you have a joystick with it as well?
You don't have joysticks on Mega Drives?
You do, don't you?
No, you have a game.
With the red button at the top.
No, it was a pad. It was a game. It was a controller.
Darren.
Oh, okay.
Right, at number 3, and I'm ready for this one from you two, but I'm going to tell you the story of why this one is a special one for me, which may slightly dampen you taking the piss out of me. So, this was so we used to go to my nan's every Christmas Day, or they would come to us. This one year, we went to my nan's in Birmingham on Christmas Day. So we'd opened our presents, we'd had our stuff, we got in the car, we drove up to Birmingham, and we went to my nan's, and she gave us a present, which was really nice, money or something like that. And then a couple of hours later, she go, I've got another little present for you. And then get another little present. And then a couple of hours later, what's this? Oh, there's another little present for you. Gave us another little present. And then she went, well, I've got this present. This is basically, it was for all of us. and it was a game. So not a board game, but a game. And it was one that we then played every single time we went to our nan's for probably about 12 years, something like that. We all used to sit round and play this game, and it was called Rumbicub. Now, some people may know that, some people may not know that. It's basically like a tile. So you used to have like almost like dominoes, and there were little tiles, numbers and stuff, and you had to try and match them up in 1 to 12 or 1 to 10, something like that. But the reason that I picked that one is because it's memories of me, my mum and dad, my brother, my nan and my uncle all sat around her table in her house, which she lived in for years. And it was one of the old style ones where it used to have the hatch from the dining room into the kitchen that you could open up and pass stuff through.
Oh, I love those. Love those.
And I
Serving
always...
hatch, wasn't it? Something.
Yeah, the serving hatch. And I always remember going around and playing it. And we always used to play it for probably about 3 hours every single time we went over. And it was not an easy game. But yeah, so that's my number 3. And that's basically... But some people won't know what Rummikub is, but it's one of those ones that's special for me.
Did you find as a kid as well, when you used to go somewhere on Christmas Day, like you'd say little stupid things, like when you were in the car, you'd go, there's no one on the roads. Look how quiet it is. So quiet. No one's about. And you get there really quick. But then you'd like kind of want to get out before it went dark, because Christmas Day is one of those days where my kids normally get up about 5 o'clock. By the time you've opened the presents and stuff like that, it's then 11 a.m. You think, how has that taken 4 hours to open these presents? It is just the quickest day ever. It just goes. But yeah, that's cute. I like that, Ian. Yeah, I've never heard of the game. Sounds boring. And you probably had a piece of paper and did the scores. Sounds hideous, to be honest. But for your memory, I feel like it means something to you. Let's move on.
It was a really good day. It was a really good game. It's a math game basically. So yes, probably out of your league, Damien. At number 2 on my list is something else to prove that I was actually a fairly cool kid. It was a skateboard.
You had a skateboard?
My first ever skateboard.
Shut up. All right, Avril Lavigne.
Could you use it? Did you used to go on it?
I couldn't
were you
do
one of those that sat down on it.
No, I couldn't do tricks, but I could ride the skateboard. Now, this is a bit Reddit centric, but I think Damien might know this. So you know Treddington Hill? Does that name ring a bell for you in Redditch? So opposite the hospital, there's this, and it used to be a really long, steep road. And we used to, a whole group of us from the estate used to go up there and we used to ride our skateboards up and down that road. And yeah, so that was my thing. I had a skateboard. I couldn't do tricks on it.
You're a boarder. Can't believe that.
Yeah. I probably couldn't do it now. I'll probably break my leg. But yeah, I had a skateboard.
Wow. Is that like, because I remember you showing us that photo of you when you were like really good looking and quite hot when you were younger. Was that like during that phase of your life?
No, that was older. I developed later in life.
When did you become the person you are now?
About 14.
Brilliant. Okay.
And my number 1 then is, and this is probably because I remember this so vividly. We'd done the thing where we went into my mum and dad's room, they'd made themselves a drink and we were waiting for them, and then we eventually drank the drink and we walked downstairs. And my dad sort of used to open the door and go, "Oh, I think someone's been." And this was the one year where he opened the door and he went, "Oh, I think he's missed us. I think he's missed us off." And I was quite young at the time, and I think I was probably really upset at the fact that it's like, Santa's not been, and I've got no presents. And then he said, "Oh, no, look, there they are." And I walked in, and there was a ton. Thank you, Watch. There was a ton of Lego, an absolute ton of Lego, and I'm talking Lego Airport, Lego Police Station, Lego Fire Station.
Wow.
Lego, the city, and you could make it. So yeah,
it was wrapped though, right?
Yeah, they were all wrapped, obviously. But when I unwrapped them, that's where they. So all of the Lego
sets
sets
was great with the helicopter and stuff.
Yeah, the helicopter and the little police van, and then you had the airport with the plane that you then used to crash into the airport itself. Was that just?
Yeah, you did do that, or you'd have your friend round, and I used to have like a cabin bed, and I used to keep my city at the bottom. So his little fat head fell off the bed. Fell into my Lego city and broke it all on his fat little head.
Well, me and my brother used to have a Lego city in the garage. Couldn't get the car in, but we used to have a Lego city in the garage. And then my brother might have accidentally acquired some magnesium from the school science department. And we used to make little magnesium bombs with some Rizzlers. And he used to put the magnesium in, wrap it up, light the end of the Rizzler, then fire it off. And it was like a little nuclear explosion in the Lego city. I was a very strange child.
Is this the same guy? Seriously, we've gotten from about 6 months ago. It was like, I really want to put traps. So now,
I think
yes, I got
Yeah, I think I was going through my pyromaniac stage because I used to set fire to things as well. But anyway,
Prodigy.
So yeah, that's my top 5. So my top 5 is my BMX bike, my Sega Mega Drive, my Rumbicub because it reminds me of my nan, my skateboard, and my Lego sets. There is my top 5. Do we like?
Yeah. Do you know what?
Is that not as bad as you thought?
Yeah, I was quite impressed with that.
I'm impressed with. 1 or 2 I'm very shocked with, and 1 I just don't get.
What did you think I was going to have Barbie dolls or something? You know.
Yeah,
no,
My Little
I
Pony.
want to know what Rummy Bum is. What's it?
Rummy Bum?
It set him off on the rest of his life. That's what it did.
That's a very different video. Rummy Cub.
What, they've been doing this over a year? When I recorded the first jingle, I gave them 3 months. And it's still going, and no one understands how. You're listening to 3 Men and a Microphone.
Do you know what? That was pretty good. Hey, I was impressed with that. Some real kind of take me back. So Christmas, I still am. Love Christmas. Wanted to get up at 4 a.m. I always used to sit down and pray before I went to bed, but it'd be a white Christmas. Just always wanted to see snow on Christmas Day.
Have you ever had a white Christmas?
Only one, but I was much older. So not actually 2 now. But it never actually snowed on Christmas Day. There was snow on the ground.
So if it snowed this Christmas and you're 41, we're all in our 40s, would it instantly take you back to being the biggest kid in the world because you'd open the windows and you go, oh, it's a white Christmas?
Yeah, of course it would. Because it's, again, we don't get it that much here. I mean, I went to New York one Christmas and it was proper snowy. So yeah, anyway, on my list. So number 5 was something that I used to see adverts about all the time, and I thought it looked fun. I liked his face. I wanted the juice, and I just wanted every single part of it. And when I opened it on Christmas Day and I saw this little face looking at me, I thought, I can't wait. I just want to go and put ice in it. Mr. Frosty. I tell you, with a little penguin with a little sauce. You could put on your little and you crush your ice, and it'd have little black bits in because bits of the it was rotted. So that was nice. I think they got it from the car boot, to be honest. Had a couple of airs in it as well. But yeah, Mr. Frosty was my number 5, one of my favourites. Moving on quickly to number 4. This again was a really cool present because at first I didn't know what it was because all I had was this big box, open it up, and there was a van in there. Now the van had what are they called on the streets? Like a subway. It was a Turtles van. Do you know what I mean? I had the Turtles van, and then I had all 4 turtles as well. So for me to have the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles over in here because Ninja was too violent. I had those, and that was awesome. So I used to drive them around. Mine was always Donatello.
Really? Mine was Michelangelo.
Yeah, go figure. Seriously.
Well, they're not all the same.
What?
I can't really remember. I can remember Donatello. That's about the only one I ever remember of the turtles. So they're not all just turtles.
I don't believe him.
I don't know why you bother.
Move on, mate.
Move on. Sorry, mate. Yeah,
I'll go along on the journey with you.
Yeah. So number 3, these are the same sort of things. Really.
Sorry.
No problem. Number 3 takes me back to when I used to sit around in my boring little house and play cards with my family.
I really must get this desk sorted. I do apologise.
No, you must do. Seriously.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that.
Seriously, why didn't I put Rumbicub on my list?
Rubber bum.
Anyway, right.
Rub
So,
a bum.
number 3 must have cost my parents a fortune. It was funny the first time.
Still funny now.
No, it's just tedious. Bit like your top 5. So, anyway, my number 3 was the
Christmas
leader.
spirit.
No, was the leader of the Autobots. It had the trailer. It had Rolly inside, and you could press this little button and it'd come out. It was the original boxed Optimus Prime.
Oh, Optimus Prime.
Who's Rolly?
Yeah, who is that?
It was like this little cab that was in it, and I don't know if I've still got it because I've definitely got the Prime, but it was like this little thing that just used to stick into the back of the. This sounds awful, and like used to eject it and it came out.
A little thing that used to stick in the back that you ejected and it came out.
Just used to shoot out. Brilliant. Right, moving on to
I get Transformers. I can understand Transformers. That's
number
a good
2 was at the time, because I was too young to go and see it, was the VHS version of Transformers the movie. And I'd never seen it. So for me, that was on for most of the day on Christmas Day. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. It was awesome.
Was that the cartoon version? Yes, it would have been, because it wasn't a live
Yeah,
action until later, was there?
And then the last one, I don't know whether you boys have ever seen this, because I think it was a bit of a fad, and I didn't really get what it was, but I loved it, absolutely loved it. So I didn't ask for this, but it just blew my mind. So I opened it up on Christmas Day, and it was basically a front of a car. So you just had the steering wheel, and you had the joystick, as in the gear stick. You'd actually connect that to your TV. You'd have a VHS
yes,
plugged in, and you drive your car, and it gave you vibrations on the car.
Yes,
And on the telly was the
and you drive, and it was on a cliff and everything like that, and it was all this. What sounded like a cheap porn. I was about 8.
Yes.
Oh, so good. And like you'd like turn the corner, and the camera would turn with you. I wish I knew what that was called, because that was such an awesome present. So cool. And I remember playing it for hours and hours and hours.
So it was a steering wheel, wasn't it, with a VHS player, with a VHS
Steering wheel
tape.
with a gear stick, and you attach
the dashboard, wasn't it?
Yeah, and you attach something to the telly that made it vibrate a bit. So you know what it was, right, Darren?
Yes, I do. Yes,
Yes, I know what it was as well.
Turbo something.
Hang on a moment. Video Driver, The Real Driving Excitement.
Could be. And it was like red, was it?
Hang on. I think I might be able to transport you back, Damien, to your childhood dreams. Let me show you this.
Yes.
Is that the one? That's the one?
That's it. That is it.
Video Driver from Tyco. That's where it was from.
Back in the day.
Right, hang on. Let me have a look.
Because they spent some money on that. Bless them.
$2.99 from.
My dad used to come back from the factory smelling of oil. My mum was nowhere to be seen, having an affair. Trollop.
Do you think it was bought from Tandy? Do you remember Tandy?
I do remember Tandy.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, I remember Tony's Handyman. Was that a thing?
Tony's Handyman in the Redditch Town Centre.
It wasn't.
Great big shop. You can get nails, calendars, and clocks in there.
It always had a smell, didn't it?
And the terps.
Yeah.
You don't ever see them anymore, though, do you? You don't see shops like that anymore.
It did smell of terps. Brilliant.
I can't find the price, but it's definitely the Tyco Video Driver.
That was That was my number 1, guys. So hopefully that took you back.
That's a great top 5.
Thank you, mate.
Better than the captain's. That one is.
Well, we knew it would be.
Yeah, bloody rummy bum.
Like what you're listening to? Then don't forget to rate and review the podcast wherever you listen. This is 3 Men and a Microphone podcast.
So my top 5 of Christmas presents, I am expecting some ribbing over this. But I'm going to be honest with you with my top 5. and tell you what they were from the heart, the ones that meant the most to me. For example, my number 5 was when I was about 4 or 5 years old, and I do have the picture of me still playing on it, and I hurt myself on this item a number of times, and they couldn't actually wrap it up. They just, like yours with your bike, Captain, they just put a bow on the top. It was a red...
Your mother's breast.
Red trampoline with a little handle that you used to hold. We used to bounce up, bounce up and down on this red trampoline. What?
That's number 5, Damien.
Oh, Darren, that was awful.
I can just see you standing there going,
Darren,
"Ding."
No, because I just see him as a grown man doing it with a beard.
And I used to get my foot stuck down because it used to be put together with like those bungee ropes. Used to with hooks on.
Did you have a beard when you were 5?
No. So
Did you look Greek?
Get stuck down the gaps between the frame and the trampoline bit, the bit that stretched, and I twisted my ankle loads of times. But I used to love that. My number 4.
Terrible that was, Darren.
My number
Awful.
4.
You could have had anything.
My number
You could have
4.
made something up.
My number 4 wasn't such much a toy. It was an item of clothing of somebody that I really adored when I was about 6 or 7 years old. Superman costume with the red cape and everything, blue tights,
No, I like
the red
that.
pants.
Oh, I do like
How
that.
old?
My
How
dad,
old
on
were you?
Christmas
How old
Day,
would you
used to
be?
pick about 6 or 7.
Okay, right.
Beard.
And he
100%
used
beard.
to, my dad used to pick me up while he lay on the floor, and I would pretend I was flying.
Were you quite a light child?
Say it, Damien. Say how it is.
I knew where you were going.
No, were you
No, I wasn't.
right?
Because I wasn't allowed takeaways at Daniel's when I was 5 or 6 years old.
You weren't really from me then. No, I wasn't. All right, I wasn't. I was very slim, actually. I was a very, very slim lad.
My number 3.
But always, were you a fat Superman?
My number 3 was an actual toy this time. You'll be pleased to know it was an actual toy, and it was a whole set of a superhero that was from another planet. I had the castle. I had I had the little oracle thing that used to fly around.
Orkill.
Orkill, that was it, yeah. Orkill, yeah. I had Battle Cat.
Oh, yes.
I had all the characters. I even had his sister.
Didn't you always think Evil Lynn was quite fit?
No, She-Ra.
It was his cousin.
I thought it was his sister.
Did you have the Battle Cat that was like the purple one?
No, I had the.
It was like really soft.
No, didn't have that.
And what about Man at Arms? What a stupid name that was. Hello, my name's Man at Arms.
Yeah, Skeletor.
Yeah, and the one with the faces that turn different
Yes,
faces.
a little button in his back.
Yeah.
I used to go like that.
I used to have that one as well.
Yeah.
So
And the aqua one, the fish.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, there was a fish.
So yeah, it was He-Man the set,
Oh, so good.
full set.
That should have been number 1.
Oh, wait till you hear number 1.
So He-Man.
Yeah, it's number 3.
He-Man is back on Netflix next year.
Is it really?
Cartoon
Yes.
version.
Cartoon version.
Is he orange?
It's the original animation style.
Wow.
And I think it's got Peter Jackson, Lord of the Rings director, is involved in the project. And it's back on Netflix next year.
Were you, like, I don't know whether you had this version or not, but can you remember at the end, hi, if you're going to cross over the road, kids, always make sure that you look left and right. Because here in Antasia, or wherever I live, we always make sure they do that. Skeletor, make sure you look left and right. No, I will.
Yes.
Did you have that?
Yes. Yes. And my number
2.
Number 2. My number 2 was not so much a toy, but it was more of a kit, more of a box with things in. It was obviously merchandise that this magician made available.
Paul Daniels.
As your first magic kit in a pink box.
Oh,
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
And you open the box, you had a little white rope, you had the
Yes.
little one that you can wiggle around, made it go
Yes.
floppy, and yeah, loads of stuff in there. You had the
Really
card.
good.
Yeah.
And my God, did I fancy Debbie McGee? What legs on her?
You always have to go back to that.
And it was, if you're searching for it, Captain, to show a picture, it is the pink box.
That was so good. So good.
I think it was actually just called the Paul Daniels Magic Set.
Yeah, and you used to have the those little cup things that disappeared, like the ball or something.
Yeah,
Is that right?
The dice and the
Yes.
ball and the
Yeah,
cups.
yeah, yeah.
$8.99 on eBay. $8.99 on eBay.
We should get that and all like get together and
$8.99.
play and
Yeah.
like be magicians together.
So
And all
did you
sit
have the
there
same
and
thing?
Now that's magic. Yes, I did. I did used to have it. Yes.
hold on,
Both of
one
you.
thing I've got to ask you both here, and please, if you remember it, please tell me you remember the TV program as well. He was a triangle.
Ha ha, this away. Ha ha, that away. Ha ha, this away.
away. My
Yeah. What?
Was it Dora?
Was it Wizardora? No.
Yeah.
oh, what was it? People are going to be shouting this when they listen to this. Whizbit.
Was
It was Whizbit, not ha.
It was Whizbit, and it had the big white pervy bunny in it.
Ha ha, this away. Ha ha, that away.
Not a lot.
Ha ha, this away. My oh my.
Yes. My first number one is something that quite personal to me today of all days, because today, the actual day of this recording, is the anniversary of my dad's passing from 2013. And I remember when I was must have been about, it was way back like 1993. So I was 13.
Yeah,
the
same
time.
age. Jurassic Park, yeah.
Yeah. So for my birthday in the November that year, I got my first Stacker hi-fi unit for my birthday. The Stacker unit. Do you remember the Stacker unit with the big speakers? You had the
I do.
record player at the top,
Yeah.
tuner in the middle, twin gate
Yes.
tape
Yeah.
deck, and a CD player at the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So I had one of those for my birthday in my bedroom, but I didn't have any records to play on it until the Christmas of that year of 1993. And I opened this great big 12-inch flat thing, and I thought, oh, it's a record. It's an album. What's the album? So they've got me like Now 10 or whatever it may have been, or something, or something or other. The album that they wrapped up for me was Jive Bunny and the Master Mixers album.
Oh, classic. Yeah,
Remember
very
Jive
good.
Bunny?
Yeah, yeah.
I do,
Rabbit.
yes.
Yeah.
And I played that bad boy all that Christmas.
Wasn't that
on
Let's Twist
iPad.
Again and things like that?
Yeah, they did all the
Yeah,
rock
yeah,
and roll
yeah.
songs all mashed up together. Yeah.
I like that.
So is that what started your... Did that
was
plant
my
a seed for your DJ career?
Because the year after, my mum and dad had their something like 35th wedding anniversary or something. They had a big party. And the DJ with all the big light boxes that used to have. Remember the light boxes with all the segments?
Yeah.
Light up?
Yeah.
Used to have one of those. And he used to play Black Lace albums and Jive Bunny albums.
And you're still doing that now.
Do you know what?
That's still your repertoire.
That has made me feel very festive. And all in all, I think we got through that. By far, Ian's was the worst. But
Yeah,
I think that
makes a
was...
change.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. All of them were dull. And, what a sad little child.
So you're dissing my fond memories of my late playing games with my late nan. Is that what you're doing?
No, I mean, I wouldn't say
Is that what you're doing?
But, like,
Yeah.
poke me bum. It's not the best name for a
Rumbicub.
game, is it?
Oh, hello.
What did we do?
I bet he's lost power.
Oh.
I bet he didn't plug his... Great.
Something I said. Lava Land.
You lost power. Hello?
Charger's buggered. Don't know what happened. Charger must have blew or something.
I thought as soon as you went off like that, I was like, oh, right, that's something to do with his battery of his laptop.
Has Darren gone?
No, Darren's there. You can't see him. There. No, hang on.
Hi.
Let me... So from the end of us doing our top 5 to us recording this little bit, Damien, what's happened?
Well, I think me plug blew up because my laptop went off and it was smoky and hot, and I had a bit of a Freddy Krueger hand. Burnt me, to be honest, boys.
Can Damien can't hear me, can he?
No, Damien can't hear you, Darren.
Ask him if he's all right.
Are you all right? Darren asks.
Oh, like he cares. I bet he hope it's blistered.
Yeah, I hope his hand's blown off.
And you'll have to wait to listen to the show and what you said to that bit then there.
Wow. All I will say is to every single person that has listened during 2021, thank you. We'll be back in 2022. Merry Christmas. God bless all of you. And thanks very much. We love you.
And if Santa is listening, maybe... if Santa is listening, maybe a new laptop for Damo.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. Darren, thank you very much. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I've got a bottle of JD with my name next to Jack Daniels.
Lovely. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. We are back on the day after Boxing Day, so Bank Holiday Monday. Our big Christmas quiz special with Tina Biscuit is out for you to listen to, so you can do that over the Christmas week. And then on the first week of the new year, we're here with a best of show, and then we are back with brand new episodes on the 6th of January or thereabouts. Until then, have a wonderful Christmas. All together now, everybody. 3, 2, 1. Let's say Merry Christmas. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Merry Christmas! Yay! Let's all go get drunk! That worked. Oh, on the booze already.
Oh dear.
Right, there we go. Damien? Oh dear. Right. I think I can make something out of that. It'll be fine.